Okay, fight fans, fight fiends, welcome back to Manny's Thoughts. I, of course, Manny MTL or Manny Montreal. Make sure to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and obviously, thefightcity.com. As usual, I'll give you guys my thoughts on what's going down in the world of combat sports. Let's get started. Okay, fight fans and fight fiends. First off, something a little out of character. I want to give out some birthday wishes. Happy birthday, Luce Bute. Happy birthday, Patrick Cote. Both guys with extensive careers. Maybe the most extensive careers I've been able to follow as closely. Both have been extremely generous with their time with me. And I just want to take this minute to thank them both for just being, on top of being tremendous athletes, just overall really cool dudes. And I'm thankful I got to meet them on a personal level. Now, as for the show, yes, I am on location. Nothing will stop me from making this show. I couldn't be at my usual spot, so here we are doing the show from here. Now, as for the great news I got to talk about this week, my very first congratulations, my only congratulations, Shakeel Phinn, fantastic fight, the new super middleweight champ, just great stuff. Canada's got another champ, another blue belt on the boys from Montreal. I am very happy for Shakeel Phinn. A lot of people didn't think a unanimous decision could be done. It's a hometown crowd with hometown judges and a hometown fighter. And it was the first time that city put on a boxing event in a lot of years. You know, there was a lot of factors that could make them want to try and keep the belt there. A lot of us, including myself, thought that Shaq was going to have to score some sort of tremendous knockout in order to get the belt. However, the unanimous decision was good enough. They saw it right and they saw it fair. Shaq walked away with the belt and a big, big smile. We are all tremendously happy here at the Fight City because we've been lucky enough to follow him from his very debut fight. Go ahead and check out all the stuff on Shakeel Phinn on the site. Just again, congratulations, Shaq. You worked hard and we're very proud of you and looking forward to you defending that belt. Now, on the bad news side, as everyone knows, Oscar Rivas had some eye problems in California. Commissions are commissions. It's a little, maybe it's a little more loose here. Hopefully, it's something repairable and he doesn't get too much time off and we can see Oscar Kaboom Rivas in the ring again. Now, as for the other fights that went down, make sure you check out thefightcity.com. We got a great piece on Frampton Quigg and Santa Cruz Martinez. Make sure you check out the Fight City. We've got it all covered. Whatever I don't talk about, sure enough, the Fight City will. Now, speaking of what's going on thefightcity.com, we are ramping up to a busy month here in Montreal. The Fight City will be at the Salon de l'Homme for March 10th to 13th. It's basically a giant expo of man stuff. And, well, I'm very happy to say we'll be there. So make sure if you end up going to the Salon de l'Homme with the 30,000 other people that are planning on passing by, that you pass by my booth. I will be there. Or at least one of our associates will be. And they'll be selling Fight City t-shirts and other paraphernalia, Grant Brothers stuff. You make sure you come check us out. We're also going to be there for the Grant Brothers weigh-in for their fight March 12th. Now, speaking of March 12th, going down at L'Otahu, Rixa Promotions and Grant Brothers are putting on a hell of a card. Bruno Berdician brought in from Florida, Golden Garcia, Dwayne Durrell, Flavius Bia, Rudy Pierre-Paul, and Eric Bazinian main eventing his very first main event. This young man is undefeated and I've been talking about him for a long time. There are still a couple tickets left. Now, one of the reasons that I really want to press you guys on going to see this show, it's going to be at a unique venue. And word is they're working on making it a regular venue. L'Otahu. If you don't know it, it's basically where they do all the circus and horse shows. I know that sounds odd, but what's great about it is that it's a circular amphitheater with no columns in the middle. So therefore, no matter where you're sitting, cheap seat or very expensive seat, you're more or less going to get pretty much the same view. Think old school gladiator style. Just a fantastic ring, a fantastic night of fights. Just another reason to visit the Fight City. Now, speaking of March 12th, another big event is going down March 12th. Eye of the Tiger Management is putting on a great show at the Olympia, downtown Montreal. headlining David Lemieux versus De La Rosa. Recently added to the card, Shillery Palit versus Darnell Boone. Now, that's a tough one. Darnell Boone just about fought everyone, and he sat down a few of them. So this won't be a walk in the park for Schiller, and look for Darnell to upset the hometown guy and walk away with that belt. Now, there is some sort of international belt or francophone belt involved. I'm not entirely sure which one, but best of luck to both of them. Also on the card, Stephen Bang Bang Butler, another young phenom I've been talking about. Lucky enough to have some pictures of him on the Fight City website and Facebook. Make sure you check those out. Also, possibly slated for the card, two of my favorite brothers out there. The Hussein brothers will be on the card, Ayaz and Mian. All of that is going down March 12th. We've got 2 venues, 2 shows, 2 nights of boxing. Just great for the fans. And don't worry, the Fight City will be at both. Now, as far as the other March 12th stuff, I just want to point out that good news, kind of bad news. Thurman versus Porter has been pushed back. So thankfully, I'm only going to have something like 24 hours of boxing to watch as opposed to 36. Now, that leads me to what we got going on this week and what we can watch. There's plenty of stuff for us to watch and plenty of stuff for you guys to tune into. So first off, Friday night, you've got Bellator 151. I know, if you haven't gotten over the whole Kimbo Slice Data 5000 thing, come back to it this Friday. You'll see they're back to business. It's, you know, some lesser names, but some solid fights. Bellator 151. Also, boxing-wise, Golden Boy Productions, Fight Club, LA Fight Club is going down. Just a great night of fights. Young man I like watching, Chimpa, is going to be on that one, so make sure you tune in. LA Fight Club with Golden Boy. Now, last but not least, some more MMA on the Fight Network, live and free. You got Resurrection Fighting Alliance, RFA. They're making a name for themselves by putting on really good cards. I've been talking about them for a while. Make sure you tune in. It's live and free on the Fight Network. Now, that leads us to Saturday night. Saturday night's a doozy, folks, a doozy. Now, let me explain why. So, first off, you've got UFC 196 going down, big UFC, some big changes were made to that card. Conor McGregor no longer fighting for the 155 strap against Dos Anjos, but fighting for no strap at 170 versus Nate Diaz. None of it makes sense, but I don't care. Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor sounds just like it should be. It's gonna be great. And to be honest with you, you guys need to check it out. It's going to be a fantastic card overall. As usual, I got something on the undercard for you to check out. First off, the return of Brandon Thatch. The kid is very talented. He's just needed to work out some stuff. Hopefully he comes back on the winning side. And the main one I want you guys to check out on Saturday night's UFC 196 is Nordine Taleb. He is due, and not only is he due, but he is taking on a serious name in Eric Silva. Now, I look for Taleb every time. The guy puts on a fight for the fans. Plus, he's very technical in there. Some very beautiful stuff. He works everything out of TriStar here in Montreal. Make sure you look out for Nordine Taleb versus Eric Silva. That's my pick for fight of the night. Now, as far as boxing goes, in Russia, we got Ruslan Chagaev versus Lucas Brown. Now, if you don't know who Lucas Brown is, Lucas Brown's undefeated heavyweight, and I've been looking forward to this fight. However, I do, caution fighters to going and fighting Russian fighters in Russia. I wish him luck, and I hope he walks out of there with his undefeated record. I hope nothing changes for him. We'll see how Russia goes. More boxing. Luis King Kong Ortiz versus Tony the Tiger Thompson. It is the Rumble in the DC jungle. Just a terrific night of fights. Great undercard. It's kind of a lateral move for Luis Ortiz, but it is what it is when the rest of the division is running scared from you. Make sure you check out this channel or the link below. I've got a great King Kong KO highlight package ready to go to get your juices flowing for that fight. Now, it wouldn't be me if I didn't mention the undercard. Make sure you check out Jesse Vargas's versus Saddam Ali. That is going to be a terrific fight. Also on the undercard, Lamont Roach Jr. Mentioned him more than once. The kid keeps getting better. Get on the bandwagon early. Trust me, I've done this a few times and I've been right most of the time. That's it for me this week. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and obviously thefightcity.com. Hit us up. I will reply. Like, share, and subscribe. If you want a t-shirt, hit the link below or ask me in person. I'll see you guys next week.